In 1959, the Issei-1 typhoon left more than 5,000 people dead or missing in Japan. 2 years later, the government passed the Disaster Countermeasures Basic Act, which has led to a dramatic reduction in the number of lives lost to the forces of wind and water. Establishing specific measures to deal with disasters raised people's awareness and saved many lives. Raised awareness empowers people to acquire the knowledge they need. A special vehicle that can replicate the shaking of an earthquake travels around Japan, giving people the chance to experience what an earthquake feels like. These events receive regular coverage in the media. Now many people know about taking cover under desks, evacuating quickly, or taking other appropriate action. In Thai villages that experience the Indian Ocean tsunami, children are taking disaster reduction classes at school. Using models that they built themselves, they make presentations about evacuation routes from the school to be used in the event of a tsunami. The school also teaches them disaster reduction techniques that they can pass on to their families. On the Indonesian island of Simulu, a local song handed down through the generations told people how to evacuate. This knowledge saved many lives. The Indian Ocean tsunami inflicted massive damage on the famous Thai resort of Phuket. In the aftermath, tourism plummeted. To communicate tsunami information more quickly, steel towers for transmitting radio signals have been erected along the shoreline. They broadcast alerts in 6 languages. Cafes along the shore must switch on their disaster radios when they open for business. That way, earthquake and tsunami information will not go unheard. Many palm trees have been planted in shopping areas. They grow quickly and help to reduce the effect of disasters. Information about what natural disasters are like is helping people to learn about disaster reduction. As a result, more people know the importance of communicating essential evacuation information right before a disaster strikes. In the city of Kita Ibaraki in Japan, old-fashioned fire bells are positioned at 24 locations throughout the city. They can notify citizens of danger, and they cost little. The sound of the fire bells is the signal for everyone to carry out their evacuation plan. The local government encourages citizens to conduct evacuation drills and prepare evacuation route maps. When local residents act in concert, disaster information becomes easier to obtain, and the community response is more effective. Some Sri Lankan towns that experience the Indian Ocean tsunami have instituted town watches. They work to help in disaster prevention, for instance, by preparing maps. The maps show routes to evacuation areas and indicate places along the way that might be dangerous.
මෙතන ඉන්න අපි විතරයි දන්නේ වෙන්න ඕන දේ කරන්න ඕන දේ. ඒකින්ද තමයි මම මේකට සම්බන්ධ වුනේ.
Working together makes local residents better equipped to respond to disasters. Protecting themselves and their own communities is what it's all about. The key is for each person to learn the facts, to cultivate awareness, and to know what to do if disaster strikes.